Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I am here to do a twin flame message for you. And I have to tell you right off the bat that there's been a song in my head for the last 2 days for sure. I think it's by the Jonas Brothers, I think, but it's I don't know the song of it or the name of it, but it's girl, you got me all in my head. I think I'd rather have you in my bed. I'm counting all the days until I can see you again. Something like that. I get to see you again. So they're really thinking about you passionately. They are you got them in their head thinking about you, and they're really looking forward to reuniting with you, in the days ahead. So let's get a message. I have the Lover's Tarot deck for a card pull, a message from them, and then I have the Inner Child Oracle. So let's get some messages and see where this is going to go. Let's see, what do we got here? What messages, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides? What are the messages for this Thursday? Anything else? Okay. Yesterday we had such a power-packed message. It was incredible. So today, spend time in nature. Wow. 34. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. So 34 is a 7. This is going to help manifest things for you, and it definitely helps take the weight away. Anything that is troubling you, being out in nature really helps you to relax, helps to release and cleanse anything that has been on your mind or weighing on you. So, and this picture, look at this, it's just full of light and love. This is beautiful. So spending time out in nature is going to pull in more light and love, and it's going to help cleanse and purify you. So especially if you have the chance to be around water, because I'm seeing water here, and it's funny because it's like a reflection. So this is a mirrored if you've been seeing mirrored numbers like 1331, this is like a mirrored picture. I feel, oh, they just closed my throat chakra. A mirrored picture. I take take a little breath there. Oh my gosh. Wow. So you, as above, so below, as I love to say, but you and your person are mirroring this, that it'll help both of you to be out in nature. Okay, so let's see what other messages we have. It is okay to be misunderstood. So perception is not always based on the truth. So this goes back to, standing in our own truth. And, it's okay that if somebody doesn't understand our point of view, it's okay. And, we don't have to, argue our point. We just walk away, and, they can believe what they want to believe, and you can believe what, you believe. And, the best way to, handle this is be that love, be that light. Let them see your love and your light in, whenever you're around the person or, people, let them see your love and your light. And this is showing, this is showing the universe having your back. And here's the feminine energy of the swan. Be that nurturing, that caring, that loving, that kindness, and know that everyone comes from their own perception, based on their own upbringing, and the the positives and the trauma that they've experienced in their life. So, perception isn't always based on truth. It's based on your filter, until you heal, until you are able to heal the wounds, heal yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, um, bring healing to the emotional aspect and the intellectual aspect. Um, I hope I'm saying this correctly, but it's what I believe is that, we all have a filter based on the past experience that we've had. So we filter our life through those things until we heal the past. And I think this is getting at the fact that um, perception, that perception isn't always based on truth, isn't always based on love. Sometimes, if we're holding on to something that we haven't healed from the past, it may be something, that we experienced through the eyes of fear. And so we filter things through those eyes until we heal, that release that fear and expand our love from within. So I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me, because it's what I've experienced in my life. I didn't have the perfect upbringing, but I've been able to go within and really work on healing and releasing fear from my upbringing and belief patterns and everything. So, and I'm still healing, it's not over till it's over, So, but this is the first message for you and your person. And then we have go on an adventure. So this is, oh my gosh, the energy of the Pegasus again. The magic and the freedom of going on an adventure, like exploring a new area, doing something that you normally wouldn't do, keeping safety in mind. But it creates this sense of magic and freedom in your life. It gets you out of any, stuck energy or, so try something new, try something daring. It gets you out of the same old, and it lets you experience an, adventure. And when you take that step, it's so freeing. And it also like creates a shift in you, out of any stagnant or delayed energy. So, this weekend is a long weekend in the States for us because it's Memorial Day weekend. So if you're thinking about doing something special or doing something different, Spirit is saying, go for it. The universe has your back. There's blessings involved in it. There's the crescent or the waning moon from now till the next waning moon, which is, when we go through the whole full moon and then we get to the waning crescent. So right now we're in the waxing crescent, so we have almost a whole moon cycle to go. But they're saying do something daring, do something different. And experience the magic and the freedom, of Spirit guiding you and of the feeling of freedom from, making your own decisions and just having fun in the moment. And then we have let go of the past. It is time to envision a new story. So isn't it funny that I did all that talking about releasing, healing fear, and here it is, let go of the past. This is the final, countdown of, we're stepping into a new chapter, into a new earth, as some readers put it. And, this is our cue to really, ask for assistance from Spirit if you need it, and to really focus inward, because that's going to help you, release any fears and to shine the light. Because look at this, it's showing that twin flames are emerging into their power. And so shine your light, because it's helping other twin flames come into, to release the past and to come into their power. So, and I just feel like this is, a temple path journey, of going within to heal and, connecting with the heart and the mind as a balanced, as a balance, So, envisioning a new story. Yeah, so focusing on what you want to see for yourself. And, sometimes it's easy to get caught in the day-to-day things and we forget about, what is it that I want to see for myself? So allow some time to sit and visualize, what you want to see for yourself in the future. And, this is the time to really release any anything that, just surrendering it to God, any burdens, any fear, because the universe has your back. Look at this beautiful picture of that. For you and your person, so your person and you saying, you are wanted. This is Spirit saying you are wanted. We love you. We love connecting with you. We want what's best for you. And this is, there's home waiting within you. So this is kind of the culmination of everything I've been saying through the reading for you and your person, that it's really, this is the time to, to understand yourself and not so much look for understanding outside of yourself. This is time to understand yourself and to go within, and Spirit is going to help you understand things. And you don't need the validation from the outside world, is what I feel this card is saying. And, take an adventure, try something new, to bolster your faith, to create magic in your life, to, move forward out of any, any drab energy that you may be feeling. And this is going to all help let go of the past and going within. This is Spirit saying, we love you. We have your back. We want to meet you by going into your heart. We want to meet you within. And this is where, your power lies also in the moment. But you are wanted by Spirit. You are wanted by your person, which is one and the same. And, this is beautiful message of love from Spirit and from your person. So let's see what the message is from your person. What is the message, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides? Whoop. These are hard to shuffle because they're heart-shaped. What is the message? Ooh, this one popped out. Ooh. It says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, so surrender all to God and go with the flow of healing. You will be surprised where it leads. So this message is like perfect. This is go with the flow and you will be surprised where you're led and where it leads. So this is surrendering all and, letting Spirit guide you from within. And, this is going to be a magical adventure in itself of, surrendering and letting Spirit guide you. You're going to go on some new adventures together and your person included with this. So I hope this helps, and I'm wishing you a fabulous, loving, blessed day. Namaste.